Germany, 1589. A land torn by war, superstition, and fear. In the quiet town of Bedburg, whispers of a beast haunted the countryside. Livestock slaughtered, children missing, villagers vanishing without a trace. Some said it was wolves. Others believed something far more terrifying lurked in the woods. Before we dive into this chilling story, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss more dark tales from history's darkest past. This is the tale of Peter Stumpp, a man remembered in history as the Werewolf of Bedburg. The people of Bedburg lived in dread. For years, rumors spread of a monstrous wolf, unnaturally large, with glowing eyes and an insatiable hunger for blood. Farmers found their cattle torn apart, entrails strewn across fields. Mothers wept as their children disappeared on lonely paths. The villagers knew wolves well, but this was no ordinary predator. Some claimed they saw a man. Then, in the blink of an eye, a beast. And soon, suspicion began to fall upon one local farmer, Peter Stumpp. Stumpp was a widowed father, known in the community. But rumors swirled. People whispered that he consorted with dark forces, that he bore the mark of the devil himself. And then, the killings grew too brutal to ignore. A massive hunt was organized. Dozens of men with dogs, horses, and weapons combing the countryside. They claimed the hounds cornered a great wolf. But when the hunters moved in for the kill, they found not a beast. They found Peter Stumpp. The villagers were convinced they had caught the werewolf. Dragged to the dungeon, Stumpp faced interrogation. And in the age of witch trials, confessions were rarely given freely. Under the unbearable agony of the rack and iron instruments, Stumpp revealed his darkest secrets. He confessed that at the age of 12, he made a pact with the devil. In exchange for loyalty, the devil had given him a magical belt. When he wore it, he transformed into a wolf, fierce, fast, and filled with bloodlust. Stumpp admitted to unspeakable crimes. He claimed he had hunted and devoured goats, sheep, and humans. He described tearing flesh with claws and teeth, drinking warm blood straight from the veins of his victims. Even more horrifying, he confessed to murdering and eating his own son. He admitted to incest with his daughter and even with a strange woman the court declared was also a witch. The court scribes wrote it all down, but whether these confessions were truth or the product of torture, fear, and hysteria, we will never know. On October 31st, 1589, ironically, on the night of All Hallows' Eve, Peter Stumpp was sentenced to die, and his punishment was among the most brutal ever recorded in Europe. First, his flesh was torn with red-hot pincers, his limbs were broken with the wheel, and finally, his head was struck from his shoulders. His mistress and daughter, accused of sharing in his crimes, were also executed. As a warning, the authorities mounted his head upon a pole, placing the carved figure of a wolf above it. The people of Bedburg would forever remember the horror of the werewolf. The story of Peter Stumpp spread across Europe. Pamphlets told of his demonic pact, his monstrous killings, and his savage end. But behind the legend lies a chilling question. Was Stumpp truly a supernatural monster? Or was he a victim of mass hysteria, tortured into confession by a world eager to see devils in every shadow? What cannot be denied is that his trial and execution became one of the most infamous werewolf cases in history. And in the forests of Germany, where the wolves still howl at night, some say the spirit of Peter Stumpp still roams, forever cursed, forever hunting. This was the story of Peter Stumpp, the Werewolf of Bedburg. If you enjoyed this tale of dark history, make sure to like, subscribe, and share for more stories.